So here is my Michael Jackson, Dr. Murray piece. Couple things I don't think people have thought about during this case. A is motive, right? Like, motive is always scrutinized in your general homicide cases. What motive does Dr. Murray have by killing Michael Jackson? Obviously, if you kill the person who's paying you, you don't get paid anymore, okay? That's A. Okay, B, he has to go through all this shit, right? Because he's his doctor. So if Michael Jackson dies, who's the first person they're gonna go talk to? His right-hand man, the person that's supposed to be keeping him alive, Dr. Murray. So it's quite illogical to even assume that Dr. Murray would want to kill him. Now, that's not saying he didn't. I'm just saying it's implausible that he would want to. The other thing I don't think people think about is empathy of Dr. Murray. Think of the position he's in. A, you're Michael Jackson's, you know, like the most famous dude in the world. His right-hand man, you're getting paid $150,000 a month, plus whatever. And, you know, Michael Jackson's probably like, hey, can you give me some of this stuff? You know, because obviously, I don't think Dr. Murray's going to go out and just find some drug and just say, hey, I think you should start taking this. Because it was pretty obvious that it was, that Dr. Murray wasn't very experienced with that drug. So, I mean, come on, guys. Use your thinker here. So you got that. And I'm sure you're going to go get it for him. You know, if Michael Jackson's asking you to get this stuff for you. If he did. You know, if he did. And whether he overdosed, Michael Jackson overdosed, or whether he was given a lethal administration is up in the air. Nobody was there. Nobody was there when it happened. Nobody knows. You don't know. You're just assuming it because it's a high-profile case and you want somebody to be responsible for it. And I also think that it's quite pathetic that you've taken away all personal responsibility away from Michael Jackson. You know, if someone consumes drugs, it's their choice. If somebody dies in an alcohol-related crash, that was their choice. You don't go back to the liquor store where they purchased the alcohol and blame those people. And, you know, if people are overdosing on methamphetamines and crack and whatever, generally you just say, oh, what a slub. But there's very few people that are going to say, go back to the dealer and blame that guy, when really it's not his fault. It's just not. He didn't force them to consume that. And again, we still don't know that Michael Jackson was forced to consume that many drugs. I mean, I don't get why it's so hard for you people to fathom that Michael Jackson has had some issues, to be very genuine, for a long time. A long time. And this had to have been seen coming. But I think that people just don't want those high-profile cases to display that amount of irresponsibility at that level. But it does exist, ladies and gentlemen. It certainly does. It is highly probable that Michael Jackson, being a drug addict, as most of us are, just wanted more shit. I mean, is it that hard? And Dr. Murray was capable of getting him that stuff. And when you're in that type of position, I don't find it wrong that Dr. Murray is going to get him that stuff. I mean, I just, you know, I could be wrong here. Dr. Murray could have murdered him. I don't find it probable in my own mind. And, you know, obviously y'all just have to blame somebody for something. Have to. You know, you didn't say anything about Amy Winehouse and her dealers and such. Why? Oh, why didn't you bring that up? Because she's a known drug addict for a long time and you thought Michael Jackson was just the god of pop and everything else, and you just thought he was capable of no wrongdoing, even though it's definitely probable that he molested those children, but he got away with that. Come on, people. You people are fucking stupid. Absolutely fucking stupid. And what gain comes out of sentencing Dr. Murray? You know, there's no definitive evidence that he did murder him. So now you're going to ruin another dude's life? It's about evidence, people. It's about facts. That's the issue with you people these days. You don't go based off evidence and fact and reason. You just go based off emotion and irrationality. And that's exactly why this fucking country's in a shithole as it is. Because nobody wants to think about the facts. They just want to believe about bullshit. It's prevalent everywhere. And it's absolutely absurd. So that's my piece on Dr. Murray and Michael Jackson. Take it for what you wish. I mean, obviously I don't have any true emotion in this case, but that's that, buddy.